today is a very exciting day because it's the first video that I'm actually sitting down and filming for you in our new house. I'll probably end up intertwining this video with some of our moving vlogs, but just bear with me because I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, and over the next couple of videos they may be slightly different, just as I try and figure out lighting, composure, that sort of thing. So I haven't done a favourites video since January. I think in February it was that sort of in between time of moving, so I was just trying to use things that were easiest, but now I have a lot of new favourites to show you. Some of them are sort of bigger items. Obviously our house is the biggest favourite of this month. Also, sorry if this is a bit echoey, I don't know. There is obviously furniture in this room, but I don't know how the sound's going to turn out. Obviously I'm going to insert some clips because I have a load of favourites that I can't physically show you, like pieces of furniture, things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a little montage of some of the areas in our house that I'm sort of loving at the moment, that have been sort of, they're not necessarily finished, but they're looking pretty nice, like this little bookcasey area. So I'll insert that little montage of bits in our house that I'm really proud of and really loving. That I can physically show you. I will start with makeup, and I have two items this month. The first item is a cream colour base by MAC. This is in the colour Shell. I do think this is still available, I believe. I don't think it was limited edition, and basically it's just sort of like a pinky pearl cream colour base. I don't know how well you can see this. I will put in a close-up of it, and I like to wear this on days that I have a full face of foundation on. I think it gives sort of a dewy look and it just makes your skin really glow. I do then put on a powder blush over the top, but you could definitely wear this on its own, and it's really nice for pale skin. And the other makeup product is a lipstick by Urban Decay. This is a cream finish in the colour Rapture. I got this when we were at the airport going to Mexico, and I really like it. It's what I'm wearing on my lips today, and it's sort of a purpley mauve kind of colour. Really nice. It's sort of that in-between stage of if you're wearing a dark lipstick and a nude, it's sort of that if you're not brave enough to wear a really dark, like purpley mauvey lipstick, this is a good one to sort of transition you through because I don't think it's too dark. So the next item I want to show you is a piece of jewellery. I recently just got a chain for it, so I'm able to wear it now, and it is the pendant I got when we were in Mexico. It's just sort of a long black little, I don't think it's a crystal, but it's some sort of natural rock, I want to say. I will leave a little annotation down below of what it is. And we went to a sort of like Mayan shop and workshop, and we were able to get our initials or anything you really wanted to put on these in the Mayan alphabet. So Darren and I actually have both of our sort of like married initials on it, and I really enjoy wearing it because it is on a long chain. That is on back to front, and because it's on a long chain it sort of hangs really nicely. I'm probably going to leave it on now for the rest of the video, but I've really been enjoying wearing that, and I think that's a 24-inch chain, I believe. So next I will move on to candles. Obviously, being in our new place, we're burning a lot more candles sort of in our lounge. Before I was only allowed to burn them in my bedroom, and because I wasn't spending so much time in there, I never really ended up burning them. So I've got 2 candles to show you. This is the one we're currently burning and is in a little holder from Bath & Body Works. Really cute. My mum got that for me when she went. It was about $15 for their candle holders. And this is a candle I've had for quite a while, but they bring it out every Christmas, and it's the Vanilla Bean Noel. It's just that really nice, warm, vanilla-y smell. It's very creamy, very sweet, and I actually think it doesn't give off as strong a scent as the next candle I'm going to show you, because the next one, you know when you're burning it, whereas this is just quite sort of like a subtle scent when you burn it. And so the other candle, again, I've had for quite a while. I don't know if they'll be bringing it out again this year, but it is Pink Apple Punch, and it says pink lady apples, honeydew melon, sliced a reason to celebrate. That doesn't really make sense, but it is crisp apples, citrus leaves. It's very fruity, very strong. Like I said, you know when you're burning it, but it is really sort of crisp, appley, peachy, citrusy, that sort of thing. So if you like strong fruity scents, that is one to go for if they're doing it again this year. So that's all for candles. I will now move on to food favourites. I have one food actual item, and that is the Cocoa Pops Cocoa Rocks. I've been having this for breakfast every day. I have moved on from my mini Weetabix chocolate ones and gone to another chocolatey cereal. So I've really been enjoying this. Like, we found my love for them after having them when I was a child, because we all know that the softer, bigger ones are the best out of them, and they should just do a whole cereal of that. But yeah, that's what I've been having pretty much every day for my breakfast. And then the other sort of foodie but also appliance item is our new Tassimo machine. Darren actually bought us a Tassimo for our kitchen, and we've really been using it quite a lot. Darren likes to do the Costa caramel lattes. We've also had Oreo hot chocolates, which I think are a little too sweet. I have just ordered a few more different hot chocolates, a Milka one, then there's another one, but the one I've been enjoying the most is just the standard Cadbury hot chocolate. I drink Cadbury hot chocolate anyway, so it just makes it a lot easier. I find I can either have this on its own, or I can put one of these little pods in. I will show you what they look like. So it's just like that. So I can either just put one of those in and it gives me sort of half a mug of hot chocolate, or you can top it up with either water or the little milk pods. So I usually top it up with the milk one because I think it tastes a bit nicer. But yeah, we've really been enjoying that, and I can't wait to get some different variations for hot chocolate, because I find in shops all they really sell is variations of teas and coffee. They're quite limited on their hot chocolate range. So that's really all for food. I will move on to plants. I have been really enjoying getting plants for our new home. I think there's just something really nice about fresh flowers, especially springtime, and also just having that bit of nature from outside, something living in your home. So my main favourite, I can't really show you, is some tulips that I got from Tesco. They're going on a battle week now, so they're starting to sort of fade a little bit, as you will see, but they looked so good from the start. I might just insert a picture of what they did look like when in the first sort of couple of days. And the vase they're in is from Tesco as well, and that is another favourite of mine. I think they work really well for tulips or like tall flowers. And then the other thing I got again from Tesco, we have a Tesco near us, hence all this is from Tesco, is this little succulent, and this stays in our kitchen. I think it was part of their sort of Mother's Day thing, so I don't know if you can still find them, but it's sort of this grey concrete around the top with copper on the bottom. They had a couple variations. I think they had concrete with a pink bottom, and it's just got a little succulent. Now, I don't really know how to care for succulents, so if you could tell me sort of water-wise how to care for them, that would be great. I did try and like water it a little bit, but I wasn't too successful, but I feel like they don't really need watering that much, but correct me if I'm wrong. So like I said, I've really been enjoying having plants. We've got an orchid in our kitchen as well that my aunt gave us, and I really want to go to a garden centre at some point and sort of get some pot plants for outside now that it's getting nice and spring and summery. And I've just become, I feel, very sort of domesticated. Like, I will say I'm quite a lazy person when it comes to housework, things like that, but because if I don't do it, then I don't really want Darren to feel like he has to do it all. I feel the responsibility of doing it, and I'm quite enjoying that responsibility, and like looking for home decor and going to home sections of places really excites me now. I feel like I've hit that adult peak where garden centres and like home furnishing places start to excite you. So the next couple of things I'll talk about are entertainment. I will start with the DVD that I can show you, and that is Iron Man. This is not to everyone's taste because it is a West Ham film. I believe it was sort of made by, well, it's made by Iron Man Films, but it's basically made by West Ham really. It's got all your players in it, but in particular Mark Noble, Slaven Bilic. It's got Ray Winston in it, and it follows the journey of us in our last few games at the Bowling Ground and then to moving to the Olympic Stadium. It follows sort of people who live and work around the Bowling Ground, people who have been going for decades to the game. It is a really, really interesting sort of like documentary, and if you're a West Ham fan, you'll love this. It made me really, really sort of tearful throughout, because the Bowling Ground, Upton Park, is our home. I don't think you could ever stray away from that. So that is definitely a favourite from this month. Another sort of memorable sort of mention on DVDs is last night we watched a film called Concussion, and that has Will Smith in it, and it's about NFL players and what sort of the damage can be done to their brains if they obviously play American football for their careers, and the onset damage that can be done by having all these collisions. I thought that was really interesting. It does make you think, because obviously NFL players get to wear helmets, rugby players, they have no protection at all, so it does make you think. And I think the guy that Will Smith played was really, really commendable, definitely pioneering in the sport world. And then the other film that we watched, I think it was in February, but I thought I'd mention it, is The Girl on the Train. Obviously, you know, I've read the book, I loved it. The film was no exception. It was a bit weird that it was set in America, because I thought it would be set in sort of like Britain with underground tubes and like national rail, so that threw me off a little bit, but I did still really enjoy it. It was just sort of as twisted as the book really. So that's all I've got for films this month. I will move on to TV shows. Hands down, my favourite TV show this month has been Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I loved it. My dad was actually watching it on, must have been on Netflix or something, and I just happened to catch sort of the end of it, and I was getting gripped into it. I was like, this is actually pretty funny. It's on Netflix. I've been watching it non-stop. I've just got onto season 3. I'm recording season 4 on our TV for when I catch up to that, but I have just been loving it. So if you've not seen it, it's about obviously a NYPD squad in Brooklyn, Squad 99, and it's just really, really funny. Before going into it, I'd never seen or heard of, well, except for Andy Samberg, the main sort of guy in it. I'd never heard of any of the cast, but I think they're all so funny. Probably they're all quite tied as like who's my favourite, but I quite like Rosa and how like sassy she is. And if you've heard her voice in real life, she is so different from how she portrays it on the show. So my only book favourite this month is The Stranger in My Home by Del Parks. I have done a review on this, so I'll link it below. I haven't been reading too much, obviously because of the move. I really enjoyed this. It was full of suspense and it was just really, really good. Like I said, I'll link the video I did of the review down below, so if you are interested in it. It's about 2 kids that are sort of swapped at birth and obviously them finding out, that sort of thing. But yeah, highly recommend this. So I will move on to clothes because that's sort of the last things that I can actually show you, and most of it is from Asda, and it was in that Asda haul that I showed you, so I'll only briefly go into them. The first one is this little top combination that I got. I've been wearing this quite a bit, as you'll be able to tell in my videos. And also, I mean, this has just been washed, so it's not done up, but this like little denim-y dress from the kids section. I like the little bit of lace at the front. It did come with a brown belt as well. So I've been really enjoying those. And then my other favourite has been this denim jacket from Forever 21. I was very hesitant at the start if I liked it because it is oversized and it's sort of like a pale to medium wash, and I really like it. I like to cuff the sleeves up. It does have a bit of distressing on it. I don't know if you can see that, but I have really quite liked wearing it, and it's also got these really cool little sort of pockets inside. I don't know if they were supposed to be like that, but they act as pockets, which is really, really great. So I will move on to channel and YouTube favourites. I have two to mention this month. The first one is Saf, or Safia. She was on the BuzzFeed channel, but she's recently left and just progressing with her own channel now, and I love her videos. I will link her down below. I think she's really funny. If you liked her on BuzzFeed, definitely go check her out. She also has some of the other girls that are on it, like Freddie. And they're sort of the same sort of concept, because obviously she had a lot of input in themes and stuff like that at BuzzFeed. And the other one is Sophia and Cinzia. They're two best friends. They're 18, I believe. Can't believe that because I did not look like them when I was 18. They are flawless. Like their makeup, their hair, their outfits are on point. I wish I was them. Wish they were my best friend. They're just like the people you like want to be. I love their relationship together. It comes across so well on the videos. Just their humour and the style of their videos I really, really enjoy. And like I said, their makeup is on point. So I think that's all I've got to show you from this month, but overall our main favourite has been obviously our new house, and we've really just been settling into it, and I will continue taking you on the journey with us as and when I do different parts to the house. It's not finished by any means, but we're quite a way there. Everything's pretty much unpacked. I still have some of my crap to put away, but for the most part it's all sort of there, and I feel this is going to be sort of my main filming space because I can sort of just tuck myself away in this room. I get great natural light, as you can probably tell. It's been going in and out from the sun. Yeah, but I think it's really nice, and I still got my staple books in the background. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know what you've been enjoying this month, and if there's any sort of videos you want to see, house related or not, leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.